You will not believe this epic, cold, raining, fireworks styled shoot at Madeira Estates. You gotta see this. I had the chance to work with Madeira Estates. Ian there is phenomenal. Him and his husband own and run Madeira Estates. It's like walking into a Spanish villa, but you're in Houston, Texas. We were chatting about a style shoot that we wanted to do, and he had the idea of recreating the Romeo and Juliet death scene vibe, so that's exactly what we did. I knew I wanted to bring these Westcott lights with me. These are the Westcott L-60B lights. B stands for bicolor, and I had used them throughout the day for various parts, but the main part of this shoot was at the cathedral or aisle where we had the blue neon cross and fireworks happening in the background. We took a few photos before the fireworks happened, make sure we got all of the details of the dresses that were provided to us, and of course the florals as well. So using two Westcott lights to light up and backlight my subjects, as well as a third one to front light them on occasion, we created something absolutely epic. And it was pretty fun because since it was cold, well, that wasn't the fun part, but since it was cold, I had the people that were on the shoot blowing breath to create a little bit of atmosphere and a little bit of smoke in a bunch of these shots. You can watch this entire live shoot as it happens, 100%. It was a live broadcast, zero editing. You can just see everything that happened, everything I did, all of the settings. You can check that out inside Photo Insiders. Inside Photo Insiders. Head to www.thephotoinsiders.com to see a photographic community filled with education, lots of photographers all around the world, plus there's a bunch of free downloads and vendor discounts, hint hint. We wanted to create a really dramatic look, so most of the lighting that I have for the subjects is lit from behind, and every once in a while I have a kicker coming in from the side, but it's usually not a very flat light. It's completely different from what you see, say, on my wedding website. It was just something really dark and dramatic that we wanted to do. Now, I was wildly surprised. I sort of forgot about a concept that I had learned and taught for quite some time called Flash Yourself. If you go into the flash photography playlist here, you'll be able to see that Go Flash Yourself. It's like a purplish type thumbnail. Anyway, check it out. It'll show you how to do this. But as I was setting up one of my cameras, because I had one camera on a tripod and then one handheld, I wanted to get two different ways of photographing the fireworks. The one on the tripod was all the way at f/22 with a lower shutter speed, while the handheld one had a wide open aperture and a faster shutter speed, so I could handhold that one no problem. I was shooting both at the same time, which was a little ambitious, and honestly, I definitely introduced a bit of camera shake into the slow exposure, even though it was on a tripod, because instead of putting it on a timer, me pressing the camera, even though it was on a tripod, introduced that camera shake. It wasn't the end of the world, shot still looks epic, but what I found, which I forgot, was shooting at f/22 when you have light coming straight into the camera, especially if it's reflecting around all of the rain and atmosphere, you get what I call a glitter bomb. Nice long exposure. Oh, guys, you gotta look at this. Watch what happens. This is what I call flashing myself usually, but at f/22, watch this. Just wait for it. And that effect happened, and I was just, I was so, not shocked because I knew what happened, but I was surprised. And this photo that you see right here, 100% in camera effects. There's nothing that was added to this other than lowering the noise reduction. I used Luminar Neo to edit these, and I tried to correct my camera shake because my subjects were a little bit blurry, but I'm really happy with the way that it turned out. The second favorite shot that I took here with the couple lying and sitting down on the mirrored aisle runner, this one, you know what, quite frankly, I just felt like being ridiculous editing it, and I put in a night sky in Luminar Neo, and it is gorgeous, and it's totally fake, but you know what, I like it, and I think it adds to the photo, and every once in a while, I just feel like doing some over-the-top editing to the photo to make it a wow image, and that's exactly what I did here. Using these Westcott lights was crucial to the shoot, being able to see my exposure, get my exposure, and having the freedom to warm up these lights or cool them down depending on how I wanted the shoot to work. The shot of the couple lying down, I have the backlight set to very warm while I have the front light that's coming in through the side. I believe I had the rapid box on there, or I may have put the Magnum on there at one time. It's funny how you forget what you did, but you guys know because you're watching the B-roll of it right now. Either way, I had that light cooled down a little bit more so that the light on my subject's face produced a more natural skin tone, while the background and then the background light that hit them was a little bit warmer, really reflecting the ambiance of all of the candles everywhere. Let me know what you think of this shoot, and remember, if you want to watch the whole thing, you can go to thephotoinsiders.com and join the community where we do live broadcasts every single month, sometimes photo critiques, sometimes group coaching, and sometimes shoots like this one. This was an impossible shoot, so it was really fun to have everyone along with me. And definitely check out these Westcott lights. I have 3 of them. They all fit in one book bag. They are battery powered or plug-in, and of course, lots of different options for Magnum reflectors and rapid boxes that you can throw right on them. They're lightweight, easy to use, and like I mentioned, by color, absolutely key. You can check these out in the link below. Let me know what you think of this shoot, and by all means, let me know what you think of my ridiculous over editing that I did to that one image. Hit like, subscribe. See you later.